Now, the first video that I did for you today, of course, we're discussing about the insurance registrations, which came at 7,200, and I said that was a pretty good, decent figure, better than the 6,100 we saw the previous week. We can see, or from that report, we discussed that all of the models under NEO, or all of the brands under NEO, which includes the NEO main brand, Firefly, Onvo, all of them saw an improvement from the report we saw of insurance registrations last week. Now, someone just dropped a rumor on the total orders that NEO received last week. And as seen on the screen, you notice that excluding Firefly, NEO received 7,000, but with Firefly, NEO total orders that they received last week was around 8,000. This is still a very good, decent figure, and it gives me the confidence that NEO will do very, very well. You will know that, of course, the orders, or those that placed their orders last week, most of them are going to only receive their cars starting from September, because already you know that the wait times on a NEO main brand cars, it's around 2 to 4 weeks, right? And for Onvo L90, it's even worse, 8 to 10 weeks. But L60, I think it's around 2 to 4 weeks also. And Firefly, it's also around 2 to 4 weeks. This simply means that all of these orders that NEO received last week, they are only going to come in September, which is something that is great and shows us that the demand for NEO cars and its sub-brand, it's sort of like still there. The main brand, I know it's not executing, or we are not seeing deliveries like the same way we were seeing them last year, but look, they're not doing as bad. I mean, of course, we can agree on one thing, or something that rather we discuss on NEO main brand models. I think they are a bit cannibalized by the Onvo sub brand, right? There is cannibalism taking place between NEO and Onvo, but the good thing is that at the end of the day, the revenues all come to NEO, which is not a train smash at all. But NEO main brand, like I told you yesterday, they help NEO with gross margins. And my dear friends, it is also important that NEO does whatever they can to get the deliveries of NEO to continue growing, because that is why we get most of the gross margins under NEO, or that is the brand that really gives NEO some pretty good, decent margins, which is something that is just so great, and we must take cognizance of that, and NEO must find a strategy to make sure that the NEO main brand models go to over 20,000 deliveries. But the good thing though that I'm liking, or that gives me the confidence to say that NEO will head back to probably 20,000, it's simply for effect, or it's simply because of the upcoming ES8, which is going to be pre-launched on Thursday the 21st, and then the official launch is going to come in September during NEO Day. You will know that that car is expected to also revive the total number of sales that we get to see from NEO. I mean, NEO has said it before, NEO has said it time and time again, that if you think the Onvo L90 is the ultimatum, wait until you get to see the L80. And indeed, since we have seen the interior and the exterior of both Onvo L90 and ES8, you and me can agree, especially with the interior, that there are additionals, or there are quite a number of additions in the NEO ES8, which will make it to be at least, or which make it to be supreme over the Onvo L90, which with that, I'm confident that NEO sales will recover with the help of the NEO ES8. So, yes, my dear friends, 8,000 is what NEO received, or what we received from NEO last week, and these are pretty decent orders, right? I know, of course, we want NEO to deliver as many vehicles as possible, but obviously this is what we are still getting. Obviously the 7,200 is still what we are getting, and there's no doubt. I mean, we did a video, or I did a video yesterday covering the fact that there is a rumor of a salesperson that disclosed the orders of the Onvo L90, which he said they were around 58,599. We discussed that on the video I did yesterday. But now, if NEO is delivering on a weekly basis 7,200, simply means that there is still a lot that NEO needs to do, because if one model like the Onvo L90 has over almost 60,000 orders, remember there's the Onvo L60, which, by the way, this one there is no cannibalism taking place between it and the Onvo L90. Its sales figures are still remaining very strong, because on this week's insurance registrations, Onvo L60 sold over 1,400, which is the figures that we've been seeing even in previous months. So there's no cannibalism between L90 and and L60, right? But there is cannibalism, I think, between Neo and Onvo. I think some people are going for Onvo and not Neo, which is why you've been seeing also, especially sales of the best-selling or the all-time best-selling model, which was doing the most for Neo, called the ES8, starting to come down. I think it's because of the Onvo L60, right? But again, I don't want to dwell much on that, but this video is it's for the orders, or is to tell you about the rumors of the total number of orders that Neo had, or the total number of orders that Neo had last week, which, like I said, they came at 8,000. So tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. Look, man, it takes me some time to make videos like this. You will know that the orders that Neo received, or the report of the orders that Neo received 2 weeks ago, that other week or week before last, they came at around 10,000. 10,000, and seeing that last week it was 8,000. These are still pretty decent orders for Neo, which gives me the confidence that Neo will do very, very well. So I am happy, man. I am excited. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Look, man, I think we are in it for a good ride onto Neo. We've been on this stock, or I've been on this stock for quite some time, and I think finally we are going to be rewarded. And perseverance has always been the key for Neo. We knew what Neo was planning to do. We knew that Neo was going to end up having two sub-brands, which they've successfully launched. We knew that Neo was going to produce their own autonomous driving chip, which now their Neo main brand cars are using, right? And we still know that in Q4, Neo is going to get to profitability. Profitability is coming in Q4. In fact, one of the videos that I've done, I've dropped also today. We are talking about the CEO of Neo reiterating profitability coming to Neo, which is absolutely great, which is something that I like to see. Like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.